Now, I thought I'd do this episode, because seeing as though last episode I said I was going to tell you what motor it was with that. I was going to go down the route of a leaf motor and then tune it up. And I was going to use Zero EV's gearbox that they have.
Danny, what's that?
It's a baby.
It's a baby? It's a baby 2-to-1 gearbox, isn't it?
Yeah, it's nice and small, compact, perfect for lots of applications.
Which was a really good value gearbox. It was like 1,600 quid. And we were going to make that to the Nissan Leaf motor, which I thought, do you know what? One, that will save some money because I get a used Leaf motor quite cheap. And I was going to go for an early one because from what Paul Compton said, he says that the early ones got stronger magnets, so they should be a bit more durable, a bit more maybe tunable. And also that gearbox would work well because, you know, right price range, and it would fit with the motor with some sort of adapter like it does with the Sonic motor. There was only one problem with that, is the fact that I know that the torque rating on that gearbox that Zero EV supply is, you know, it can take plenty of power, but it wouldn't potentially be able to take the power that I was looking for after tuning the Leaf motor. So I was stuck again. And it wasn't a great place to be, if I'm honest. You know, bearing in mind any of the more powerful motors were a lot more expensive and they were new, so they didn't fit in with the kind of the used thing that I was trying to achieve with the Wedgie. You know, used batteries, used motor to make it greener. Although someone on Twitter, and I still don't know who it is, did a link for a company that did a modified Tesla small drive unit. And after getting some dimensions from the company, it seemed like that it could actually fit. And I spoke to Ralph about it in detail, and he said, you know what, with a little bit of modification, a bit of jiggery pokery, with his positiveness as always, we could get it to fit. So I was like, yes, this is brilliant. A Tesla motor in the Wedgie again. That was just, you know, that was music to my ears.
Well!
I got hold of the company and ordered it, and it arrived, and here it is. I was so happy that this Tesla motor was going to fit. The difference is the fact that the motor is going to be mounted in the front and the battery is just above, which does mean that it's going to be really tricky for batteries, as Ralph will point out later in other episodes. But I was just so happy, you know, the fact that, I mean, Tesla is like Rent-A-Kill, as people know from my Tesla video, a household name. You know, as soon as you say it's a Tesla swap, people's ears prick up. It's like, hello, what's all this? They know it's going to be powerful. They know it's going to be exciting, you know. So that's why I wanted to do it. Now, you know, the reason why I wanted it to be comparable to the Griffith is to potentially replace the Griffith with the Wedgie.
No! God, please, no! No!
I'm still in two minds about this. You know, I've put the... If you look or have looked, I've put the Griffith up for sale twice and taken it down twice because I'm in such a quandary of like, should I keep it? Should I not keep it? Space is an issue. The reason I was selling it recently is because money, you know, to afford the build and stuff, that was potentially an issue. But, you know, every time I drive that TVR Griffith, I'm like, I can't sell this. Best car I've ever owned to give you that experience. I recently changed the tyres, and this will make you laugh. Couple of tyres in the Chargeheads support vehicle, which I haven't taken out yet, but I've recently put on the 215/50/15 tyre proxies, which I got used off someone off eBay, thanks to them. And honestly, I drove it again, extra grip because it's slightly wider than the original 205s, and it's just, wow, what a car. The Wedgie is going to have to be so good to be anywhere close to being as good as the TVR Griff. I mean, it's just such an experience. So me and Ralph have got our work cut out. You know, once the TVR Wedgie's done, this is what it's going to be about. It's going to be ICE versus EV, the Griffith versus the Wedgie. And this is genuinely, you know, will I sell one of them? Will I sell the Griff? Will I sell the Wedgie? It's a difficult one to call. So that's where I'm at. We have a Tesla motor, people. We have power. Some might know with the Wedge or the Tasmin, they did do more powerful versions than the 350. The 390 SE, which I didn't realise this, but they made 100 examples of that, which was 275 brake horsepower, so no slouch, high lift cams, gas-flowed heads, larger valves, and Cosworth machine pistons. And, you know, that was a decent power car. they did start making the 420 SEC, or SEAC, which actually stood for Special Equipment Aramid Composite, which basically means that 20% of the body was made of Kevlar, which meant it was stronger and also stiffer and lighter. It was, I think it was, yeah, 20% lighter in the body. But apparently only about 10 of them were made like that because TVR had issues with the body. TVR with issues? That's never happened before. I'm sure the new Griff will be out sometime soon. I mean, obviously they've got the Electric Griffith coming out for people that have read the motor news recently. So it'll be interesting to see when that comes out. I'm sure it'll be amazing, you know. But yeah, it's TVR have so many problems. I'm hoping I'm not going to share too many of those problems. But although we've had a few issues so far, the 420 SEC was 300 brake horsepower and also 380 Newton meters of torque. Proper powerful. Because what I've said to a lot of people, and this is still my plan, doing a race between the TVR Griffith and Wedge down at Santa Pod, doing a quarter-mile strip, see which one wins, and then do maybe a ICE versus EV going to work, ICE versus EV drift, and then an ICE versus EV race. Like, just do a few kind of comparisons, see which one I like the best. Because I really don't have space for them both. I mean, I've got a single garage, as you might have been able to see in previous videos, and I haven't got the driveway space, especially the camper van as well. So unless someone's got a free garage I can borrow, that'd be nice. Yeah, sorry if this video's turned into a bit of a rant and a rave, but I thought I'd kind of be completely open with what's happening and where I'm at with the episode so far. So the next few episodes are going to go into the batteries, how they're getting fitted and the mountings, and also about the motor, of course, and that fitting in. I'd just like to say thank you so much for all the support so far. Please like and subscribe if you haven't already. There's so much on the socials, whether it's Facebook, Instagram, TikTok, Twitter, that I'm trying to push out there as well. So yeah, there's so much more to come on the episodes in terms of not only the build, but also once this vehicle is done, there's going to be some serious matchups and mashups going on. And of course, don't forget the other builds, which is Rustee, our modified Tesla, and the Trikey, the just crazy 1970s death machine, which is going to be coming up again soon. Don't you worry.